I thought what I'd do today is show you a little of my own personal disciplines. I won't say I necessarily use every single one of these exercises every day, but they are in the storehouse of my meditative exercises. I've spoken about how the biofield is generated through these 7 nerve ganglia in the body. If you've read my work, the NEURONOMICÞN, you'll already understand that when I'm talking about these scientific experiments and discoveries, I'm talking about them in relation to magical technologies. Now, I've been a bit of a journeyman in my life. I've had many different teachers from many different fields. I'm not a specialist in any one of them. What I've done, though, is in the presence of these masters, I've picked up what is organic to me, rather than learned any system that can necessarily be repeated by someone else. And when people come to me and say, what can you teach? I have to make that clear. As a generalization, I say all of these mysteries in the whole world ultimately do go back to Africa, including the Asians, and everybody has their racial prejudice. But to me, history does suggest the first people were African. And the first people that were aware of, through their own experimentation, that there were points in the body, that there was an energy field, were those priests who eventually became the mysteries of Kemet. In voodoo, the chakras are called points. I also learned some Tai Chi from Shifu Julian Wilde, whose name some people may recognise as having been Julian Wilde, the author of a Grimoire of Chaos Magic. I personally think he's better than that. He's making a mistake to lower himself by supporting chaos magic, but then hey, I did the same in the 1980s and the 1990s, which was a way to get yourself noticed. Align yourself with that trendy black sun symbol. Hey, it worked for Hitler too. I've spoken in the NEURONOMICÞN about these 7 circuits, how they relate to imprinting. I'd like today to demonstrate some absolutely physical techniques that apply all of that knowledge if you've been practicing meditation and you can already essentially calm and blank your mind, then this next step should be easy for you. Rather than sitting and attempting to calm the mind and control thought by thinking about it, we're going to combine what you have learned by attempting to steady your mind that way, plus some physical technology that will enhance your ability at mind control for yourself, to control your own mind, and therefore to understand how other people's minds work. The electromagnetic field extends around the body in a toroid shape. This is what I do in my meditative practice. First of all, I assume a posture called horse stance. My feet are flat on the ground, my knees are 2 fists apart. My back is straight, so that if I were to back against the wall and my back would meet. My neck is erect. My shoulders are relaxed. I am alert, yet relaxed. My arms float up to come level with around my nipples, and then fingers, hands so. I remain still and go into my meditative trance, standing. This was thought to be by Shifu Julian Wild. Thank you, Julian. It's very, very useful. It's called Standing Neigon. I recommend this as a posture for anybody who is rehearsing for combat magic, but also for healing magic. Shifu Julian Wild's own Shifu, Michael Z, the Chen village, was internationally famous among those in the know for his abilities to remotely cause physical changes in a target, if you get my drift. A healer. And I don't know if I ever told Julian this. Perhaps he'll be watching this video laughing at me. I did seek out Michael Z. I attended his classes twice. Man, that dude is scary. So anyway, this is the asana, held perfectly still. Then, coming alive, very, 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 very slowly. Tension now on the fingertips. The arms, they're to drop and they're relaxed. But there's this strange thing you feel if you've been doing this, that it will come up. As you can see, I'm not doing this. My arms are literally, I'm literally just sending no signals and relaxing my arms. Look what I just did. Trace that toroid. I think that's all I'm going to get out of them. Relaxing them. But they're still coming up, but then they're dropping again, I think. Standing Neigon. And So after practicing this for many months, I asked Shifu Julian Wilde, standing Neigon, what does it mean in English? He chuckled, paused, kept me waiting, looking at me with humour in his eyes, and said, it means standing like a lemon. No, I didn't move. The altar's been doing that all night. I've talked about the toroid. Anyway, once you get this going, you can just simply actually start your meditation like this, but I find that beginning with standing Neigon and letting the arms do it themselves first really gets you in the space. Now, in this system, as I'm going to use the same symbolic language as I've used in the NEURONOMICÐN. Your physical body, though it's generating around its 7 nerve ganglia, it's generating this electromagnetic field, right? But they're also connected. Your electromagnetic field is not an isolated event. The entire planet Earth, also between its north and south pole, has an absolutely identical electromagnetic field in its shape and function. Your electromagnetic field is connected to that one. The most obvious and strongest place that this should be connected would be in your lowest circuit, activated with the vowel sound. At least that's how I do it. The energy is cycled up through the field. Excuse my lungs. Obviously, as you purify your energy field, you start to purify your body. Any damage you happen to be doing to your body will make itself apparent also through this practice. I will admit I'm a terrible smoker. The lowest chakra. Energy cycles up to the next circuit. Into the Tantien activating. Vowel sound is O, or belly O. Heart. By far the biggest field generator in the body. To the throat. To the third eye. To the crown. Circulating the energy round and round and through and round. Now, this might sound like a whole load of new age hippie fucking shit right now. But let me tell you. When your first circuit has a true connection, and when your crown circuit has a true connection, and that pillar of power from the center and core of the earth through your body into the cosmos is what your body will naturally move around and balance upon, and you will be impossible to fucking knock over. If somebody hits one shoulder, the body will move around to the next. I'm not saying I'm Bruce Lee, but I did learn from the best. Standing les gants. Most definitely a meditation and posture I recommend for anybody preparing themselves for combat magic. That's all for now.